Today I want to talk to you about overcoming your fear of your competition tanking prices. And in the title I put tanking in quotes because it's kind of really not what's happening. We'll talk about that in just a second. A lot of people have fears when they are outsourcing. After they've bought inventory, they have certain fears. They're scared about a couple things. When they're sourcing, they might be scared, you know what, this is an expensive item. And, you know, if I buy this for $20, and right now it's selling for about, $50, that's not bad ROI. So, but it's $20 just for one item. Maybe I shouldn't do that, because what if I send it into Amazon FBA, and the price tanks, and I've had that happen before. I've bought something for $20, $25, hoping to double my money, and by the time it gets to Amazon, it looks like everyone now is selling it for like $25, and you're like, there's no profit in that anymore, and it's really frustrating. Other people are scared of going deep on an item. We'll talk a little bit more about what going deep means a little bit later in this Periscope, but people are scared of going deep, thinking, oh man, if I buy 10 of these items or 20 of these items and send them to Amazon, right now the rank is good, right now the ROI is awesome, but what happens if I get it to Amazon and all of a sudden the price goes down and there's no ROI? And sometimes that causes people to be scared to do any sourcing at all, and people just leave the business. Well, today I want to replace all of those fears with the truth. And the truth is this: prices are fluid. On Amazon, prices are fluid. They go up and they go down. And it all comes down to supply and demand. The more supply there is, then most likely the prices are going to go down, because the demand is not that high, because there's plenty of supply to meet it. And so when supply goes up, the prices usually go down. But the thing I want you to remember is that that's not the end of the story. That's not the end of the story. I've read so many people posting on Facebook, I bought this item for $10, it was selling for $30, but by the time I got it to Amazon, now it's selling for $15. So I just need to lower my price to $15 to, maybe break even or take a loss, and then try to find something else. But the thing is that's not the end of the story. There are other things involved, other factors involved, and other, opportunities involved. I want to read you a quote from Chris Green, author of Online Arbitrage, author of Arbitrage, the guy a lot of people call the godfather of Amazon FBA. He says this. I'm going to read this from my computer screen, so that's why I'm not looking at you. He says, more competition, prices never tank. Prices normalize as supply moves to meet demand. I have never seen an item tank and not recover. The market bears what it will bear. Sales rank will never tank unless demand is non-existent. And in that case, items won't sell no matter what price, either high or low. And that's something to really remember, because a lot of people think, I just need to lower my price and just deal with the problem. But if you show a little bit of patience, and usually not a whole lot of patience, the prices recover. Now, I know a lot of people think about opportunity cost. What is opportunity cost? That is the cost of what you are giving up, the opportunity that you are possibly giving up by not doing something. So some people might think, well, you know what? I need to, either lose money or break even on this product so I could use that money on better items. And sometimes that's the case. But most of the time, just waiting out a few weeks or maybe even a month, a lot of times the prices will recover. And so just showing a little bit of patience will go a really long way. And it's something that I do. And, I've got a lot of items in my inventory on Amazon. And so there's some items that I buy that I know are going to sell very quickly. They are the fast nickels. I will sell it very quickly. I will make decent ROI, and I will reinvest that. Then there are items that are slower. I call them slow dimes. I'm able to make even better ROI, but it takes a little bit longer of time. And so being able to have a good balance of both of those, slow nickels, or fast nickels and slow dimes, really average out. But every once in a while, there's a super slow penny in there that you really do need to just cut your losses. But for the most part, being able to understand this process and that prices will usually recover, it's something to really think about. So a couple of things to think about with moving forward and how to avoid the situation in the future. Think about the places that you source. If Target has a huge toy clearance sale, and you know that they're going to have toys that are 30% off, 50% off, 75% off, some even 90% off if it makes it till then. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to Target today. You go and you fill up a cart, and you have so many items. You take it home, you process it, you send it to Amazon FBA. You see a few sales come in, but after a few days, all of a sudden it's like, whoa, the prices are all going down. What's going on? Well, the thing is you're not the only person who found this sale at Target. There are hundreds of resellers all over the country, all over the world potentially, who are finding this big clearance sale. The clearance sales in person in retail stores and online clearance sales. And they are also sending the items to Amazon FBA. They all have different business models than you. Some of them are happy with making $1 or $2 on items because of the amount of quantity that they have turning over. But other people, they're realizing, oh my gosh, the price has gone from here to down here. And so just realize, if you go to a big store with a big clearance sale where there's a lot of people there and a lot of other resellers doing the same thing, first, if you're going to decide to buy, you need to get that stuff into Amazon as soon as possible. The faster you get it there, the faster you can get the items at the prices that you want. Because once everyone else finally gets around to sending stuff in, the prices will lower because of all the supply. People are scared that they're never going to sell this item, so they're going to take a loss. And these are the people that are not going to be in business selling on Amazon FBA very long. But it's those who show patience, especially with Q4 coming up, and we're in the thick of Q4. Well, not the thick of it, but just the beginning of Q4, knowing that, boy, that supply is going to get cut down fast, the prices are going to recover, and we're going to be able to get what you want, or maybe even more. So making better sourcing decisions with what you are buying is very important. So getting it sent into Amazon as best you can, being patient, and in the future, make better sourcing decisions. Make better sourcing decisions. I use CamelCamelCamel almost every single time I buy something for reselling. I look at the sales rank pass, I look at the price history, and I look and see how well this was sold in the past. If it's an item that's been around longer than a year, I see how this is selling during Q4, what the price is usually at. So I can see, hey, in the past, this might have gone down a little bit, but it recovered. And now it's down again, but it might recover again. So it's all about your perspective and making smarter sourcing decisions moving forward. If you go to fulltimefba.com/fears, you will find more information about overcoming this fear and a whole bunch of others. We're in the middle of a series, Overcoming Your Amazon FBA Fears, and we're discussing a whole lot of them. We got a lot of them coming up too. I've had a lot of emails, a lot of comments on the blog, even on Facebook, telling me some of your fears. We're going to try to address as many of them as possible so that we can replace those fears with truth, so that you can move forward and make better decisions in your Amazon business and find success faster. That's all we have for today. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up below, or if you have a comment or a question, you can do that below too. I try to respond to all comments and questions as soon as possible, so if you have any questions about what I said or want to follow up on something, or maybe even you want to add something to the discussion, you can do that in the comment section below. If you want to make sure you don't miss out on any Amazon FBA videos, be sure you subscribe, and you can always find more about me going to fulltimefba.com. Subscribe to our blog. We got lots of freebies for you and lots of stuff to help you take your Amazon business to the next level. Well, I will see you later, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.